my channel. So today I am here with baby bottles. So this is one of my Reborn bottles, and I've been sealing all my Reborn bottles with silicone because my dad found his silicone. So I've been sealing all my bottles because they all got unsealed. So currently these two are the only ones that worked successfully. These two, they're sealing right there because they were leaking a little bit. And then this one was leaking a little bit from right here. And this one worked, but I just put more on this, the same like spot anyways, because it's the same as this one, so I didn't want it to leak. So I have 4 that are drying. These 2 are almost done, I think. And then these 2 are probably gonna wait till tomorrow. But a lot of people have been asking me in the comments, and I've been getting emails about how I make Reborn milk. So I have done videos of this in the past, but you know, why not do a new video? That way you don't have to go back and try and find it. I mean, you could obviously just like search it, but why not just make a new one anyways? Because the other one I made in like 2015. So these are 2 of my bottles that are sealed, so I'm going to be using these ones, especially this one, because this is my favorite bottle out of like the 2 that are sealed. So I'm going to use this one, and it is sealed with silicone, as you can see. It's kind of hard to see though, but anyways, this is really easy. You don't need fabric softener, and you don't need like the magic milk. A lot of people use that. I kind of want that, but yeah, so you only need water, some lotion, I don't even know, this is just random lotion I found upstairs, and you also are gonna need yellow food coloring or like a yellow marker. So yeah, let's get on to it. Okay, so first thing you want to do is take your bottle and fill it up with however much water you want. I'm probably gonna fill it up to the 2.5 mark, and then it'll end up being around 3. You can use warm water, cold water, it doesn't really matter what kind of water you use. See, that is at 70 milliliters, which is about 2.5 ounces. So I'm gonna put the cap on just so I don't spill this, but that is what you want to do first. And also make sure your bottle is not leaking, because you don't want a bottle that'll leak all over your baby. See, I like shake it upside down, squeeze it, I push the cap in, and if nothing comes out, then I know I'm good. So I'm good. Now for the next 2 steps, you kind of have an option of which order you want to do them in, but I'm going to go this way because I think it's easiest. So I'm going to add some yellow coloring to this. You don't want a lot of yellow coloring, but you want to add a little bit just so it's like, it's not like really white, but it's not like significantly yellow either. So you're just gonna add the slightest bit of like yellow, because real baby formula is slightly yellow, so that's what we're trying to go for here. So I'm gonna use marker because I can't find my yellow food coloring, but if you use yellow food coloring, do not put a drop in. Put some on a Q-tip and swirl it around inside the bottle until it gets to be like a good color. If you're using food coloring, I recommend doing that after the lotion, but since I'm using marker, I think it's best if I do it before I add the lotion. Sorry for the weird angle. I was too lazy to like hire my thing anymore, so yeah, you're gonna get this weird angle. So I'm just gonna color this napkin. I'd recommend using a paper towel, but I can't find any paper towels in my basement, and I'm too lazy to go upstairs. If I'm too lazy to like hire my tripod, how am I gonna be like not like, I don't know, not lazy enough to go upstairs? So it's okay that there's a bunch of extra. It's actually pretty good. And then I'll show you what to do next. Okay, this is probably a better angle anyways. So you want to take your bottle, take the cap off, and then I'm just going to push this in there and like swirl it around a little bit until it gets to be a yellow color. And like I said, you don't want it to be super yellow. So mine is pretty yellow. This might be a little too yellow, but we'll see. So after you add your yellow, you just want to squirt a ton of lotion in your bottle. There we go. So I squirted a bunch in there. Look, it looks really crazy. And then you just want to twist your cap back on and shake it vigorously. Very vigorous. Actually, the color's pretty good. I did a pretty good job on the coloring. But then you have this nice thick consistency. When you shake it, it bubbles up like real milk. And yeah. It's pretty cool. And if you don't like how much you have, you can always pour some out. And if you're going to be doing it on multiple bottles, you could like pour it into your other bottle so you could share it. So it's really cool. And yeah. And now I'm going to do it again and show you what happens when you add the lotion first and then add the marker, just so you guys can see that. So I'm going to go fill this with water. Okay, so if you want to add the lotion first, here's the bottle, and then I'm going to squirt in a bunch of lotion. I'm getting it everywhere. I need one more. There, I think that's good. So then, I'm going to shake this up because you want to shake it up. And you don't always have to add yellow. If you like the white, that's okay, but just know real baby formula isn't pure white. It also isn't really this yellow either. This one's a little bit too yellow, but I mean, it's all right. It's still like, it's good. It's usable. So this pure white, that would be good for a toddler because toddlers don't have formula. They just use pure white. So when I make Laura a sippy cup, like when I fill her up a sippy cup, I'll use no yellow. This is probably going to be a good bottle for Laura just because it's like nice and big, but yeah. So now you want to add your yellow. So same deal, you just kind of want to color on a piece of like paper towel or something. And that's my other one. I threw it on there. Last time I added a little bit too much. It's actually good, to have a bit of extra because then you have something to hold it with. I kind of have a lot of extra, but you can just kind of swirl it around in there. You can always take it out because you can always add more, but you can't really add less. If that makes sense. And if you like wipe it off with your fingers, scrub it on the inside of the container. I think that's good. I'm just gonna like rub my fingers a little more on the side. And that should be good. So I have all the coloring on the edge. Then when I close it, it'll take the color from the sides. And this one is pretty good. All right, this one is a lot more yellow, as you can see. It kind of depends on how you want it. But they both look really awesome. And now I will show you how it looks feeding a baby. All right, so I have Raylan here because she can take a full bottle. Like, I don't need to press it on her face because she can take a full pacifier. What I like to do is to be kind of realistic about like getting the like the pacifier dirty, is I'll put it inside the top of the bottle. And that way it's like, I don't know, it just fell over. But whatever. She's not a real baby, so it's okay. So she can take like a full nipple of a bottle. I don't need to like press it against her face. It actually like goes in her mouth. So you can see with her, it looks like she's really drinking this bottle. Doesn't it? It looks like she's really drinking. This one's really yellow. I might remake this one because it's super yellow. But I think with more water, I think it'd be better. So I'll probably end up putting it in this giant cup. Because if I add more water, it'll like even out the yellow. So I'll probably end up doing that. And then I will show you the pink one on her. Spilling everything. Yeah, okay, here we go. Ready? Yeah, this milk looks better, but I like the other bottle better. So I'll probably pour this milk into the bigger bottle and then add more so it'll look better, and then I will make new milk for that one. But here she is, and that's what these bottles look like and how the milk is. So I'll probably do a video on how I seal my bottles next time I get a new bottle, because right now all my bottles are like sealed or drying from the sealant. So next time I get a new bottle, I will film how I seal it. I have not gotten a new bottle in a while, so maybe I'll get one. So thank you all so much for watching. Please click like and subscribe, and in the comments let me know if you prefer the milk more yellow or more white. I would say I like it more white but like slightly yellow, so I'd go with this. And we'll see you guys later. Bye!